The uncomfortable path to an extraordinary life. Could the very things you chase for happiness actually be leading you astray? Many of us believe that escaping struggle, building a perfect online image, or reaching a seemingly ideal destination will unlock fulfillment. But what if the deepest truths about a meaningful life are far more uncomfortable and, surprisingly, right under your nose? Prepare to dive into a raw exploration of why our modern pursuits often leave us feeling empty, and how confronting brutal honesty can be the most liberating act of all. The persona trap, unmasking the fake you. In an age dominated by Instagram and social media, we're constantly crafting idealized versions of ourselves. We meticulously curate our online lives, building elaborate personas designed to project popularity, desirability, and success. But what happens when that meticulously constructed facade becomes the only thing people see? Or worse, the only thing you see? This isn't just about superficiality, it's about a profound disconnect. Carl Jung, the renowned psychotherapist, wisely observed that while a functional shell helps us navigate casual social encounters, you don't want your bank teller detailing their personal woes. The real danger emerges when that shell is all there is. The authentic person underneath, battling their own insecurities and uncertainties, is left desperate and unhappy. They're like a puppet, acting out a role. But who exactly wrote the script? And more importantly, who's pulling the strings? The tragedy of living solely through a persona is that while others might fall in love with the artifice, a genuine connection can never form, leaving an unfillable void. The price of privilege, unearned advantages, and existential guilt. We're all thrown into life, as the existentialists put it, born with a random assortment of talents, limitations, and circumstances we didn't choose. Perhaps you're intelligent, born healthy, or grew up in a place free from absolute deprivation. These are unearned privileges, undeniable advantages. Yet alongside this privilege often comes a heavy dose of existential guilt, because the ground we walk on is soaked in the blood of historical atrocity, and a profound, unsettling truth emerges. The adversary isn't just out there, it's within. It's easy to point fingers at historical villains, but the more uncomfortable reality is that the potential for malevolence resides in us all. So how do we reconcile this? How do you wield the weapons at your disposal without becoming part of the cycle of destruction? The answer isn't to disengage or wallow in shame. It's about paying for your privilege, not with wealth, but with virtue. It means living the best possible life you can manage, speaking your truth, treating others with respect, and diligently putting your own house in order. This isn't about avoiding responsibility, it's about transforming it into meaningful action. Confronting inadequacy, the painful path to self-awareness. One of the greatest impediments to personal growth is our reluctance to truly see ourselves, especially our shortcomings. We often operate with an unknown about our own inadequacies. So how do you cultivate this crucial self-awareness? Imagine a powerful exercise, almost like a desperate plea. Sit on your bed one night and ask yourself, with genuine intent, what's one thing I'm doing wrong that I know I'm doing wrong, that I could fix, that I would fix? This isn't a game. It's a profound act of self-interrogation. The answer won't be what you want to hear, but it will be the necessary one. Carl Jung famously said, "People in the modern world don't see God because they don't look low enough." The answer might point to something seemingly trivial, like a messy bedroom. Dismissing it as beneath you is pure arrogance. If you can't organize what's directly yours, how can you ever organize anything else? Start small. Take a brush to the toilet, as harsh as that sounds. These micro improvements, addressing the things you know are wrong, will lead to unbelievably rapid personal growth. The adventure of life, embracing struggle and purpose. Many of us envision a life free of chaos and struggle, perhaps sipping drinks on a beach, having attained ultimate success. But what happens when that pinnacle of the hill is reached? Consider the phenomenon of gold medal depression, where athletes, having achieved their ultimate goal, suddenly lose orientation and purpose. That 8 or 9-figure offer for your company, which should have brought elation, instead filled you with emptiness and dread. This is because we are fundamentally built to walk uphill. Our value, our enthusiasm, our very sense of purpose is derived from the climb, not the static view from the summit. The vision of ties on the beach is an illusion of drug-induced unconsciousness. It lasts about a week before leaving you depressed, aimless, and a laughingstock. True fulfillment comes from pursuing a goal you can never fully attain, a horizon of ever-expanding possibility. It's not Sisyphus pushing a rock endlessly. It's the continuous process of putting yourself together, making your life richer, and moving towards something more sublime and better. You're here to be an active warrior, sword in hand, moving uphill, not a giant infant with a gold bottle.
The remote work dilemma. Unseen costs of the virtual world. The last few years have seen a massive shift in the business world, with remote working becoming commonplace. But is it truly beneficial? While it offers flexibility, we often underestimate the profound, even mysterious ways our embodied environments shape us. Take online university, for instance. We can deliver lectures cheaply to millions, but does that truly constitute a university? What we often overlook are the hidden functions. It's a socially sanctioned excuse for young people to establish a career goal, adopt an identity of upward striving, and most crucially, meet new friends. For many, leaving home for college and forging an entirely new social network was the most important part of their university experience. When you replace the physical office with a Zoom call, you're not just losing a workplace, you're losing a vital institution for meaningful connection. Dating has become screens. Socializing has become screens. And now, work. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a potential dismantling of the very structures that facilitate our most fundamental human need for genuine in-person interaction. The power of negotiation, strategizing for a better life. So how do you escape feeling trapped, especially in a dead-end job or an unfulfilling situation? The initial uncomfortable truth is that a significant part of that feeling stems from your own inadequacy. Even if external circumstances are unfair, ethnic oppression, a sexist workplace, you must first do everything in your power to put yourself in the most virtuous and powerful negotiating position possible. This requires a strategic, almost snake-like approach. First, address the fundamental issues. Is your resume in order? Have you acknowledged and begun to rectify any holes or weaknesses? If you're 2 courses shy of a degree, consider taking online classes. Being able to say, I came to terms with that 6 months ago, and here's my plan to rectify it, is a powerful, candid response that can cement your candidacy for new opportunities. Then apply for other jobs. Even if you don't take them, the interviews provide invaluable insight and might even lead to an offer. Only then, armed with your preparation and potential alternatives, can you approach your current boss. Present your value, propose a raise and a clear path for progression, and state that you've explored other opportunities. If your boss then treats you with contempt, it's clear. It's time to find a new job. This isn't about trivial actions. It's about meticulously planning your escape route to a better life. Conclusion: the unbearable weight of truth and the unfolding horizon. The journey we've explored is one of discomfort, truth, and profound self-discovery. It challenges the conventional notions of happiness and fulfillment, instead pointing towards a path paved with struggle, radical honesty, and relentless self-improvement. From unmasking the personas we hide behind to confronting the sometimes unbearable weight of our own inadequacies and unearned privileges, the message is clear. The most adventurous and meaningful life is found not in escaping reality, but in relentlessly engaging with it. It's in cleaning your metaphorical room, accepting the uphill climb, and strategically negotiating for your own truth. This adventure isn't easy, nor should it be. It's the continuous pursuit of a goal that forever recedes, pushing you to become something more,
something better, and to continually expand your own horizon of possibility. What micro improvement will you make today to begin your own adventure of truth?